Yikes, yikes, big yikes. This is not how you do a miniature paludarium, and this is what I did until it failed. The ceramic aesthetic worked in my Pico tank, so why wouldn't it work as well in the mini paludarium? And so I took my two ugliest ceramic pots and crushed them. Editing magic save me. There you go. Should have figured that letting it fall would solve the problem. So these ceramic shards are being used as drainage to make sure that earth only comes in minimal contact with water. So now we have to take two ceramic pots that are slightly less ugly than the previous ones and fill them with these ceramic shards as much as possible. Now these ceramic pots can be put into a clip-top jar which has an approximate volume of 3 liters. Now sooner or later I'm going to fill water in it, which means the water might turn stagnant, and for it to not turn stagnant I decided to add a USB water pump. With that, the water would stay in constant movement, would get more oxygenation, and wouldn't turn foul. At least this was my thought. And because I thought I'm such a pseudo-genius, I added a second tube to have two water streams. If I would fill it up with water at this point and put in some immerse growing water plants, maybe all would be good and the video would have a different title. But nope, I gotta do it the difficult way. With the earth that I filled into these ceramic pots came the springtails. Springtails are known for being beneficial for terrariums because they eat mold and other leftover organic substances. And of course, I had to add some forest moss as well. After that, I added the water, and this is where the nightmare unfolded. And here I am, trying to capture satisfying water sounds. But in the recording, it sounds like somebody is using the toilet. Yeah, let me save you the rest, it's not gonna get any better. So now I created a swamp with earth and water and let the pump run in it. This clogged up the tubes in the most narrow position where they are splitting apart from each other, and it clogged up the USB pump directly so it couldn't even spin anymore. Sensitive technology and dirt water apparently don't go well together. Okay, got it. Water pump out, air pump in. So technically now it works, but it still looks ugly. The water is murkier than what I'm used to from my Pico tank, and the moss might dry out if it's so far away from the moisture, or so I thought. To be honest, I didn't even knew if this entire project even makes sense at this point, and therefore I decided to simplify it and shrink it down to 1.5 liters. After everything transferred over, I added new springtails to it to make sure that there are still enough surviving. On top of that, I added some white worms who eat decaying organic matter as well and hope they survive in this environment too. So in the end, I have this miniature paludarium, and at least it's better than nothing. So what do I learn out of this? Don't mix earth with sensitive technology. Take immerse growing water plants instead of terrestic plants, and be prepared to have a mess that you're going to clean up afterward. And let's not forget that without sufficient ventilation, you're going to see annoying evaporation on your glass or acryl. So yeah, for this week it's a failure. Maybe I have more luck at another project. Well, it's enough for me anyway at this week. Let's try again another time, and I see you then. Bye.